it was one thing to be in the pandemic. It was another thing to, get hired at the end of January. Just get the weight room going. Just get things established in terms of not established, begun, in that realm. And then by the middle of March, the plug gets pulled, and I didn't see the boys. We saw them Zoom. We're trying to do Zoom workouts, which we were positive about it, and we tried to make the best of it. But we all know how that goes, and then we weren't together until July, So it's one thing with you have a program and you have kids. It's one thing to lose that time, but then when you're coming in for all of us that were new coaches last year, just to try and establish and get things in place, you had to put, to hit pause and then to try to do it in July. And by then, now you have so many other concerns just to get ready for the season, just to be able to play. It was a tough chore, yeah. I think there's programs that are here. There's some that have that reputation of just being tough kids. I think every coach wants their kids to be tough. Obviously, you have to be to play the game, right? But and heritage kids have traditionally been that way. When I was at Bluffton, and when Coach Lehrman, who coaches with us still, when he was the head coach at Heritage, man, it was a hard team to play. And yeah, they were good and they had good talent, but they were just tough. Like, you were physically going to struggle to play them. And so yeah, that's what we're trying to capitalize on, or is that mentality and bring it down. But I'm telling you, discouragement is a heck of a thing for a young man. And so to get kids out of that, for whatever reason they're discouraged, but to get them out of that and back to, it's like what took you 2 years to build can be crumbled in a matter of a few weeks, right? So, trying to rebuild then, can be a chore, but the kids have been awesome, especially this summer. We have 13 seniors right now on the roster, and only 8 of them played last year. So there's 5 new kids. We have 9 juniors that have been very consistent. They've been playing and have been playing. So our top 2 grades, there's about 17 kids that have played football before. Now we have 65 on the roster. Right? Right. So there's 30 sophomores and like 13 or 14 freshmen, but the sophomore group has 5 or 6 kids that lettered as freshmen. There's going to be even more that are probably going to start and or see a lot of playing time. So it's exciting because we have great leadership with our captains, who I brought today. I just brought the captains out. They've been great about it. But our sophomore group is really leading the way in terms of there's 30 of them. I mean, you have 30. Talking to Coach Tippmann at Snyder, and Coach Garrett at Dwenger, and he says they have 35 seniors. And that's a lot of seniors for a Dwenger and a Snyder and a Homestead. But we have 30 sophomores. So those are awesome things. But I've used this quote quite a few times from Coach Isaac. This kid hasn't been in the fray, man. They just don't know, and they're going to get in it, and it's going to take time. That's the thing about football. There's no way you can't get around that. You've got to spend time battling it out on Friday night and be in those scenarios, and there's no real way just to fast forward through that. And so we got to go through it, But I think because of the kind of kids we have and the effort, the commitment they've given to what we're trying to do, there's going to be some surprises, and positive surprises. And I don't mean like we're going to beat somebody that we shouldn't or whatever. I just mean there's going to be some surprising things out of our program because the kids have invested what we've asked them to.